and gents, to the Season 6 review. Probably one of the greatest seasons we've had within this. We've had an invincible season, first season, with Manchester United, and now this one really topped it off with a final day sort of... We never lost first position, but it was the drama that was involved was absolutely unreal. It was a really good episode, to be fair. So this episode is going to be me going through the season, just looking at the squad, basically looking at the different things that are going on. Probably looking at where Ronaldo's gone, where Mbappe's gone. This is the end of the season, and sort of my plans for the next season, basically, see where we go. So yeah, we'll start off with the squad. I'll get the I think it's the Heyman view up. Yeah, the Heyman view. This is just to look at the statistics and all that. Selection. This will be better. This. So, in terms of goals, we'll have a look here first. Haymanager scoring 23 goals this season. Oh, in fact, no, Pinamonti scoring 30 goals this season. 47 appearances for him. He played very, very well for us. 70 million he's now worth. Absolutely incredible player. 24 in the league, 37 games. Played 37 out of 38 games for us, which is very important. But yeah, 30 goals in 47 for him. He had an outstanding season for us. Really, really consistent. And then in behind as well, Haymanager, who... He had a slow start, so fair enough. 23 goals, 16 assists. He had a great partnership with Pinamonti up front. He's been absolutely insane for us. A very, very good little player there. 20 years of age as well. Still can progress and get even better. Don't think he's reached his peak yet, but yeah. Absolutely fantastic for us. He's been unreal. Lecoq, 17 goals, 9 assists. For someone who's, well, to be fair, he plays in behind the striker, and 17 goals for a central attacking midfielder is absolutely insane, in all honesty, especially with Haymanager and Pinamonti up front. He's been very, very good for us. He's just world class. He's absolutely world class. And then Dennis Guyfer as well, coming in, 13 goals, 5 assists. He's only played 23 games, bear in mind. He just sort of came in and did the business when we needed him. He scored a lot of very important goals for us. So he's been very good. As well as that, Kevin Stefan, an outstanding young talent for us, 20 years of age as well. A lot of 20-year-olds. I'm leaving Napoli this year, and I'm leaving them in very good company. They've got an unreal squad, an absolutely unreal squad. Lombardo as well, a nice little player that, technically, you'd look at this lad and you think, not very good, you wouldn't sign him. But absolutely unreal. He's such a good talent. Mentally and physically very, very good. So yeah, just really, really good. He's come through. He's played very high ratings as well in the Champions League and the Serie A itself. Other than that, Guga's been playing very well for us assist-wise. Yeah, Haymanager, Stefan, Lecoq, Pinamonti. Arthur's been pretty consistent, as well as Lo Celso not getting that many games because of injuries. Guga's been all right for us. But yeah, Kevin De Bruyne coming in January as well has been absolutely fantastic for us. He is declining as a player itself, but for 13 million, I think we got him. Did we get him for 13.5 million? You can't really go wrong with him. The players themselves, even though I am leaving, Doumbia is upset. He's not happy with the tactics. He's not happy being played where he wants to be played. I think it was in deep line playmaker. No, he wants it to be played box to box. And for a player of his calibre, I know he came up with the games he played very well, to be fair. Nine appearances, 3 goals, quite important goals. They were 60 million, 59 million he's worth. That's not even just the asking price, it's just the skin. 59 million is valuation. I would not value a player like this at 59 million at all. I know he's pretty good. We got him in on a free as well, which is unreal. Off Sporting Lisbon. 10 goals for... Well, he's been pretty consistent throughout his 4 years. I can't see why he's worth 60 million. And as well as that, where is he now? Haymanager is unhappy at the squad. He's flattered by the interest, content with the training. He feels good with his partnership. The fans love him. He's very popular within the fan groups, but he's not happy with being not being made the club's free kick taker. He is on the right hand side, but on the left hand side, not so much. He thought he'd be better doing quickness training when he's already like 18 pace, 18 acceleration, and strongly opposes the manager despite excellent support from the dressing room. So he doesn't really like me, despite the fact that I made us win the league with this team. He doesn't like me. I've built this team up. This team is a very good team. He just doesn't like me. Anyway, we're going to look at the leagues now. we'll start off with the Serie A. Top goal scorer, Pinamonti, 24 goals. You can see why we've won the league from this sort of view here. Average rating-wise, we absolutely smashed it out of the park. Haymanager getting the most amount of assists in the league, while drawing with Alan Ruiz and Luis Alberto. Pinamonti, most player of the matches. Sadly, Simon didn't get the clean sheet award because he came in January. But Guga with the most yellow cards as well, which is funny to see. But yeah, we definitely deserve the league. It's for a definite that, as you can see here. Points-wise, 3 points above AC Milan. To be honest with you, I think we deserve to win the league this year. We played so well. We advanced quite far into the Champions League as well as an AC Milan representing Manchester, representing Italy themselves. They've been very, very good. Premier League is actually the top league reputation-wise now. They're one of the top leagues there. Let's have a look at what the Premier League is saying. Liverpool winning the league by a very high amount of points there. 98 points is incredibly high. 31 wins is brilliant. Manchester City in behind, then Arsenal, then Manchester United and Tottenham and Chelsea. Norwich managing to clinch the spot in that sort of Europa League, the Europa League spot there. Top six is as we'd expect. Any other surprises here? Newcastle, Fulham and Cardiff going down. Who stayed up? West Brom have stayed up, and no other surprises really apart from Norwich finishing in Europe. Troy Parrott, he's become a very good player. Look at these stats here. Not as good as Haymanager, but sort of on the similar level really. Heading wise, he's much better, but he's becoming a very, very nice little player. Not leaving Tottenham this year on this save, but yeah, he's become a nice little player. Someone that we could potentially look at bringing in the future if we visit any of the squads. But he's had a nice little season. 26 goals in the Premier League for him. Salah in behind them. And then a big gap here. Bruno Henrique finishing with 14 goals. He's a young striker at Arsenal, Brazilian regen, or a new gen as they like to call it. Looks pretty decent, but then again, I don't know how he's outscored the likes of Kane and all that. Which is a bit worrying. Salah's had 21 assists. That is mega. He's had 23 goals. That is such a good season. These are the last two seasons for Liverpool he's had. I know he scored 32 in that season where he first came in, and Liverpool did the search for the title and got to the Champions League final. That season was unreal, but I'd argue this season with 21 assists. What a season for Mo Salah. 8.05 rating. He's had an unreal season. Kai Havertz playing for Liverpool. Most player of the matches with Bernardo Silva. And yeah, that is the Premier League as we look at it there. United lost to Burnley on the last day of the season as well. What did Tottenham lose? Tottenham beat Manchester City as well. La Liga. We're looking at Barcelona. They won the Champions League. They won the La Liga, sorry. Munir actually getting the most amount of goals in this league, which is a bit weird to see. Not that many goals being scored in this league. It's a bit odd to see this. Anyway, Real Madrid finishing second ahead of Atletico Madrid, who do have Pep Guardiola in charge, which is an interesting one to see. A few regens coming through. Fabio Silva playing up front for them. Not a great side. Obviously, that was their backup side for when they play, but they have been winning quite a few. To be fair, they've won two La Liga titles in the space of the 4 years that Pep's been there, which isn't bad at all. In terms of any surprises, no surprises at all. Valencia finishing in the top four, they're quite a strong side. Real Sociedad, Bilbao and Sevilla fighting for the Europa League groups. Barcelona sort of run away with it towards the end. Real Madrid for about, I think they were in fourth place at one point. Sort of questionable whether or not they were going to finish in the top four. But yeah, La Liga doing it just sort of standard really. Bundesliga, we'll have a look here. It's just the same every year at this point. Bayern Munich and Dortmund finishing in the top four. Surprising one. Wolfsburg and Hoffenheim finishing in the top four, which is a bit of an odd one. Dortmund and Bayern Munich, top two, standard. And then Bayer Leverkusen, Schalke and Mönchengladbach. Leipzig finishing outside. What happened last year? Let me just move my recording thing out of the way. What happened last year? Yeah, Leipzig just finished outside. Wolfsburg and Augsburg, surprisingly. Yeah, it's consistent top two, but then a bit of a change up within the middle. Wolfsburg are coming forward. That'll be quite an interesting job if we could maybe get in there. They're finishing quite close to the top, but yeah, 78 points and 75 points. Has been Bayern Munich are dropping out of this sort of quite badly, really. Anyway, let's move on to the final league. That is the Ligue 1. It's a bit obvious what's happened here. Paris Saint-Germain winning the league again. I mean, it's just inevitable at this point now. Lyon and AS Monaco are the biggest rivals. Lyon have fallen off quite big time, to be honest. Their best players, let's have a look at their best players just generally. 55, Buendia from Norwich. He's very good, but not really that great. Piatek, he's now on the transfer list. He's a very good striker, to be fair. He's been very good wherever he's gone, but not really clutching it for them. Ikone, Quinas, just they're not world-beating players. Like, they've got a few good youngsters coming through, but it's just going to be Paris Saint-Germain every season as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, that's that. I'll check the Europa League for you. Let's see what's gone on there. Europa League, who has won? Bayer Leverkusen beat Tottenham in the final on penalties. That switches it up. So a German team have managed to win it in the last few years, which is quite interesting to see. Harry Kane getting 10 goals and Troy Parrott playing very well as well. So that's interesting. And then Champions League wise, let's see. The holders are Manchester United, 4-0 in the final against Real Madrid. Everton getting a hat-trick. King Greenwood of Europe getting the goal first as well. Real Madrid had a shocking time out there, but this team is absolutely unreal. They've brought in Everton, Barella and Camavinga, and Umtiti, and then they've sort of just kept the rest of the side that I had. And look at the sort of players that they've got there. Ansu Fati on the bench. I think this Gambato guy is the Italian striker that they've got, who's unreal. Goretzka on the bench, Neymar on the bench, Sancho on the bench, Rashford on the bench, Palacios, Lindelof, Dean Henderson's in there as well. But wow, what a side that is. And honestly, Greenwood, as an inside forward, has become somewhat of a world beater, to be honest. Martial playing very well as well. He's unreal. Well, yeah, Everton, what key assists. Barella getting an assist. Dalot playing unreal too. He's a player that I'd love to get back, perhaps in the future. He's really, really good, Dalot. Probably could be better marking wise, but I mean, you don't need it when you can just get the wing backs forward in nowadays football. So yeah, interestingly though, we'll go to the staff area, we'll go to the job centre, and as you'll see here, Manchester United, Sergio, what was his name now? Who was the United manager? Let's have a look, Staff, managers. Sergio Conceição resigned from his role. He didn't win the league in 2 years. He has won the Champions League, though. The UEFA Cup. Wait, did he win the Champions League twice? Has he won the Champions League twice with them? Let's have a look. Manchester United awards. No, it's competitions. Was it landmark? It'll be landmarks. He won the Champions League in 2023. He won the UEFA Super Cup, and then he won the Champions League again. He's just won the Champions League twice in 3 years, and then just left. Fair enough to him. Fair enough to the lad. He's played very well there. I got sacked, as you can see. Won the UEFA Super Cup, but won the Premier League twice. 2 league wins, 7 cup wins. He got 4 cup wins, 2 Champions League winners. He's done very well there. So yeah, Manchester United is an option if I want to go back there. Job security wise, who else are on the ropes? Juventus are on the ropes. Arsenal are looking a little bit stable, maybe a little bit unstable as well. Other than that, AC Milan have sacked their manager. Villarreal, Wolves. It's an interesting few, Sevilla as well, an interesting few jobs going. But obviously, what we'll see, I'll quickly show you, see if I can get the staff search up. I think I've already done it. No, I haven't. I'll quickly just, if I can do it quickly anyway, to see what my computer's like. Manager, unemployed, employed, no. I'll say unemployed. I want a very good reputation. Untick all these, and you'll be able to see what sort of managers aren't in a job. So, for example, Conte is not in the job. Yeah, here we are. We've got a few players here. So, Allegri has retired. Massimiliano Allegri has retired. 57 years of age. He's retired as a manager. I don't know why. That's a weird one. Only 57, maybe. Well, maybe it's not for him. Diego Simeone is the big one that hasn't been signed at the moment. He's an unreal manager. 55 years of age as well. Still got a lot left in the tank. Bielsa, 69. He is retiring. Alfaro retiring. Valverde is a big manager that a lot of teams like to get in. Thomas Tuchel, the ex-manager of PSG, he is no longer in the job. Conte as well. Sarri, Sergio Conceição, as we know. Faith Terim as well, 71 years of age. These managers are my competition now, because I am definitely leaving Napoli. So it'll be interesting to see who goes to Napoli. I have a sneaky feeling it might be Sarri again or Conte. I have a sneaky feeling. It'll just be an Italian manager, I believe, because it's normally what happens. But yeah, they're the jobs that are going. In terms of job security, if we see some of these teams sack their managers, you never know. Manchester City had finished second and they haven't won anything for years, so Pellegrini might be leaving. Who knows? We might be able to see if those managers go, if other managers leave their jobs to actually take up them roles, because it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, Ronaldo is obviously our under-18s manager. Messi, by the way, he is now retiring, and I think he wants to become, if I look at the staff attributes, he wants to become a head of youth development. So yeah, that's an interesting one. And in fact, I'll tell you what, I'll show you the Hall of Fame. So the Hall of Fame, Pinamonti, I've not shown you this for a long time. Pinamonti, I think it's all around me at the moment. Don't know how I'm going to lay it out. Pinamonti is sitting 2023 class. I think Lecoq and Muche 2025 class. Very, very good. And then Lombardo and Stefan as the honorary mentions, I think above me, 2025 class as well. So yeah, that's all that. I'm going to quickly end this, try and go through the season now, advance forward, see what I can do. I'll bring a little story as to what has developed through the last few months for the next episode. But yeah, hope you did enjoy this. Just a little catch up, just a little season review, and I shall catch you in the next episode, which it's gonna be a good one. See where we end up, see what happens. So leave in the comments below where you think I'll be ending up. I'll just see how it goes. Obviously, I'm just trying to progress forward and see how I do. But yeah, for now, I hope you've had a good day, hope you're keeping well, and I shall catch you in the next episode. Ciao.